everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be raving about watercolor, so grab your art supplies and plan along with me. Alright, so welcome to the second video in my watercolor series. Today we're actually going to be painting pictures, which is super exciting. As you can see here, I have set up my palette with all the colors and waited for them to dry. And I also made this little color chart so I know which colors are which. I've completed all of the practice pages for the first few lessons in this book. So I've done the color chart and mixing, and I've also done the color mixing and transparency page. And I really like how some of these colors turned out. I decided to experiment a little bit myself, and I really like how these three turned out. How I did this is I didn't mix the colors too thoroughly so that when they dry they look like this, and I just really love how they turned out. And here you can see I did some more color mixing experiments. I did the wet on wet technique with these ones, so I just put down a color and then another color on top, and yeah, they look really pretty. So I'm super excited to get started with today's lesson, which is this page. And we will be painting these fruits and vegetables today. You can see in the workbook that this is how to do it. So I'm going to attempt to do this. It's my first time painting a picture with watercolor, so let's just see what happens. So today I'll be doing the wet on wet technique because I don't have time to wait for everything to dry and then come back and paint more, because this is my only day off, so I don't have time to film for hours. I wish I did, but I do have a day job as well. So anyway, enough about that. Let's get started with the painting. I'm going to start with the watermelon. And with this green color here. So I'm just going to put some water to activate the paint, and then I'm going to put it on this palette side here. And you want to start with the lighter colors and then go darker. So I'm going to lighten this up a little bit with the white paint. You can see there, it makes the green lighter. All right, I'm gonna paint this rind of the watermelon. Here we go. Ooh, so exciting. Our first watercolor picture. All right, here's the color. I think it turned out pretty good. It might need a little bit of yellow at the top here, so that is what I will do next. I'll take the light yellow and just paint a tiny bit on the top there. There we go. Now while that is still wet, I'm going to add the darker color to the bottom of the rind. So I'm going to take this green again, but this time I'm not mixing it with any white. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's put this color on the bottom. Ooh, starting to look good. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. It's not exactly the same, but that's okay. You can come back and fix it later, but I kind of like how that's looking at the moment. And then I'm gonna get this pink color. Let's see, that looks pretty good. I think I'll try this pink on here. Let's see how light it is. Oh yeah, that's pretty good, I think. All right, let's paint this. Oops, I accidentally painted some of the green. You gotta be careful with the wet on wet because you don't want the colors to run into each other too much unless you're trying to mix them together. So just be a little more careful. And just leave like a little gap there in between the green and the pink. Just painting it nicely. Might add a little bit of red to this while it's still wet and see what happens. Okay. Oh, well, that's looking good, I think. I'm surprised it's turning out quite well, being my first time using watercolor. Alright, let's use this color. It's a little too orange though, so I might add a little bit of the pink to it. There we go. See how that goes. Need to be a little darker, so I'm just going to add like a tiny bit of the black color to it. Okay, let's see. So it is darker at the top here, so let's add this to the top. It's not very red, is it? Let's see. Let's go back to our color chart and see how we made the red color. So we want it kind of like this, I guess. Yeah, so I guess if we add like more of the purple to this, it'll be more red. Or the blue, I guess. Okay, let's try this again. Pink. And some of the blue. No, that looks too purple, doesn't it? Okay, maybe if we add the orangey color. Add a little black to that. It's kind of muddy now. I don't know. So I'll add more red to it. Okay, let's try this. See if that worked. Oh yeah, that's not bad. It's more red now. Like, she just does it a little bit at the top so it blends into the pink. Right, so for the rind, I think I'm going to add some more yellow at the top there. There we go. Looks nice. And for the seeds, you're going to have to wait till it dries. So I don't know if we'll get to that this week, but I think this is looking pretty good. I might add a little more pink to it though. Just here. Make it a little more pink. And blend it in. Oh, that looks good. I like that. And there we go. There's your watermelon. You can also add more values and make it darker if you want to, but I think that's going to dry really nicely. So let's move on to the apple. I'm going to paint the stem first, and then I'm going to try and figure out how to make a nicer red for the apple. Okay, so here is the stem. Then I'll add like a little bit of the other brown to it. Up the top like she did. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can make a nice red color. So you want this one. Then mix it with a bit of the blue to make the purple. Then add this red to it, the orangey red. Not bad. Maybe a bit more yellow. I think the yellow's too yellow. Let's add more pink. Oh, that's pretty good, I think. Alright, let's paint this apple. Ooh, that is nice. I like that red. Just gonna paint this little guy. There we go. More red. I find it's like, I don't know what it is, but let me just move this. I find it easier to paint this stuff with my left hand rather than my right. I don't know why. I think I just have more control over the paint, but you can't really control watercolor, which is the appeal of it, I guess. But yeah. I just find it easier to use your left hand when you're using this brush, maybe. So if you're left-handed, I would recommend using your left hand. If you're ambidextrous like me, use your left hand. It's just easier for some reason. Maybe it's the way this brush is made, I don't know. But I think this apple's turning out pretty good. I like how the yellow is kind of mixing in with the red. I think it looks really nice. Okay, let's try and get these within the lines. It's kind of hard to do that too. Like, I don't know. Just need more practice with watercolor, I guess. Very careful. Go as slow as you want to. I think this one turned out pretty good too, actually. I'm really liking this set that I got. Enjoying it a lot. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty. I might just leave it like that, actually. It's nice. Okay, shall we try the purple eggplant now? Let's do the green at the top first. So take a bit of the green, and then I'm gonna go back to my right hand because I need more practice with my right hand. So let's do this stem thing. Maybe I hold the brush differently with my right than with my left, which is why I find it difficult to control. But anyway, painting this little green thing. There we go. That's nice. Alright, I'm going to start the purple at the bottom because I don't want it to mix into the green. Let's mix up our purple. So you want the pink. And then you want the blue. Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. Looks like a pretty good purple. Let's start here. Might need to make this a bit darker. Alright, let's mix up some more. I don't think that's enough. So pink. And I think for this one you need more blue because you want like a darker purple. So more bluey purple, I guess. It's a tiny bit more pink. There we go. That's good, I think. Oh, that's pretty. I really like the way the watercolor mixes together. It's nice. Try and stay in the lines. There we go. I might add a little bit of darker purple to this once I put the base layer down. I hope you're enjoying this video. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Like, I really like doing this because I haven't really done watercolor before, and it's kind of fun to do something new and have a new hobby. I think the apple turned out really nicely, but the watermelon needs a little tidying up, so we'll do that in a second once we finish this aubergine, eggplant, whatever you call it. Okay, let's add some more darker purple to it because it looks darker here. Some pink, some blue to make purple. Whoop, that's too much blue. Ooh, that's a lot of blue. More pink. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Ooh, pretty. I like how watercolor looks. Okay, let's try and do what she did in this picture. So she has like a bit of the dark at the bottom and then it goes up like this and then over here as well. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but you want to kind of sort of follow what she did. Alright, I think that's good. We might have to fix up the top afterwards once it's dry, but we'll see. Let's go back to the watermelon and I think, oh, it's not even dry yet. Okay, well, we're gonna have to try and do this somehow, so I'm gonna just put some yellow here to try and like define it, I guess. Okay, and then let's add some more of the darker green to the bottom. So you want to make it darker as you go along. It's kind of hard though when it's not dry, but as I said, I don't have time to mess around. This is my only day off and this is when I film my videos. Okay, let's add a little bit of this pink down here. Okay. It looks okay. I mean, it was my first one, so don't expect your first one to look great. I like how the apple turned out, so I'm gonna keep the apple as it is. And I'm just gonna try and clean up a little bit of this stem here. You're gonna need more purple. Okay, I think that's good. Shall we do one more? How long is this video? Yeah, it's about 20 minutes, so I guess we'll do one more. Let's do the bananas. I hate bananas. I think they taste so gross, but I'm gonna paint them. So we want the light yellow first. Just gonna do the base layer. I'll make this one a little more opaque and just see how that goes. So there we go. Here's the banana. I might switch back to my left hand. Okay, here we go. This is going pretty good, I think. Try and keep within the line. You don't have to, I'm just like trying to have more control over my painting because like eventually I do want to be able to paint more like, what's the word? Clean lines with my watercolor, which is why I'm doing this. Paint this other banana. Here we go. So you want to put the light layer down first and then go in with the darker color. So just using the yellow. Okay, and then we want a darker yellow, so I'm going to use this one here. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard, like when you have to crop things and don't know what you crop out and what you don't. Okay, so here she has the darker part at the bottom of the banana. So let's paint that. It's looking good. Okay, there we go. And then I think on the other banana she has the darker parts at the bottom again. So let's do that. So obviously the light is like shining above, like on top of the banana. Okay, it's pretty good. A bit more defined this time. And then like she has this browny green on the end, and then the two bits at the end are also brown. I'm just going to take the brown and paint these little circle thingies at the end of the banana. There you go, very delicate. Alright, and then this part is brown, so I'm going to put that here. And it looks like she put a bit of green on it as well, so I'm going to take the dark green and put that on. So mix it together like this. And there you have some bananas. Okay, so I think we did pretty good today. This one did not turn out great. Is it dry yet? Kind of. I'll paint the little seeds on there once it's completely dry. The apple turned out better. That was our second try. That was good. This one, I think I still have to like fix a little bit, like up here. I don't like how that turned out, but the bananas turned out good. This one, I was trying to be more like precise with it, so I do like how that one turned out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I still have a few of these to paint, so I will paint those and then show you next time. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying this little series of watercoloring with me. As I said, I'm just a beginner, so some of my things don't turn out great, like this watermelon, but then other things turn out nicely, like the bananas. So yeah, I hope you will continue on with this watercolor journey with me, and I hope you're enjoying my other videos as well. Please let me know what you would like to see on this channel in the comments below. Let me know if you watercolor as well, and if you have any tips or techniques, because you know, I'm just starting out and I really would like to learn how to do a really nice watercolor painting. So yeah, just leave your tips in the comments below for me, and I will see you next time. Bye!